Hi everyone, my name is Jake Belan and I work for Green Trails Maps. Today I'm going to be explaining how you can use Python and QGIS to write scripts that can automate workflows. I'll also be explaining how we use a GIS analysis for the planning of new map development. So Green Trails is a company that creates and sells both hard copy and digital recreational trail maps. Now, before writing a PyQGIS geoprocessing script, here are a few considerations. First, know what your workflow objective is. This can include simple or complex geoprocessing of datasets. An example may be to project, clip, and merge multiple datasets. So, will this be repeated frequently in the future? Your automated scripts should save you time on many repeatable processes. So estimate if the time taken to write the script outweighs the time to manually complete the workflow multiple times. And note that completed scripts may require maintenance after QGIS software updates. So keeping a copy of the QGIS software version the script was written in is very helpful. So if you go to the Plugins tab and click Python Console and Show Editor, this is where you can start writing your scripts. A few tips are to develop and test your workflow manually using the pre-existing QGIS processing tools. Also rely on these pre-existing tools because it can be less time and process intensive. And if you have external hard drive space, then export each output file to it. So if you go to the processing tab and click History, this will show you the code used for manual processing with input parameters. And this is very helpful for getting started with your scripts. Now I'm going to be showing you some of the scripts that I've made. This first one uses a folder with multiple GPX track points and cleans up the errors. The output is a merged line shapefile layer that can be detailed or simplified depending on the adjustable parameters. So in this first picture, I have a track point layer that was collected by the Green Trails Maps field mapping team. And here is a potential error that can occur if the data sets are not processed. This is another potential error of clustered points, which can occur when a field mapper is taking a break. And the output of the script produces a line layer that can fix the two potential errors. So adjusting the parameters can either create a detailed or simplified output layer. In my examples, I chose to create a simplified line, but I can make it detailed by removing less points to retain more of the original GPX data. So this script uses an input folder with multiple original TIFF raster files and an extent polygon vector to merge, project, and clip the rasters. In this first picture, I have 6 DEMs from USGS and an extent polygon layer. And this is the output after running the script. Now, for the zonal statistics, this is the GIS analysis. I'll be showing you how we use zonal statistics to explore potential areas and regions where Green Trails maps could make new maps that align with the key considerations. So population and wildfire burn probability are just two of the data sets that we use in our analysis. You can also use other data sets when compiling your own. And you can also innovate this analysis to fit your own requirements or ideas. And note that the zonal statistics only takes raster input layers. And the end results provide some selected areas that would be the most suitable to invest in new map production. And this analysis can be conducted on a state-by-state level or on smaller sub-state regions. Here's one data set, which is the burn probability raster file with the 30-meter spatial resolution. And here is the population count data set with the 30 arcsecond spatial resolution, or approximately 1 kilometer. And now this is the workflow for the data sets. I began by reprojecting the raster datasets according to the state. Then I performed the zonal statistics using the USGS 15-minute cell grids for for the vector boundary zones. After that, I symbolized the outputs. And I repeated the same steps for the population data. Now, here are the results of the wildfire burn probability. We use the wildfire data to determine which trails are most at risk and how our current and future maps might be affected by wildfires. And here are the results of the population density. In our research, we have found that a high population tends to have more city park trails, whereas a low population might have more backcountry trails. And a limitation of the analysis is the frequency of published open source data sets. And here are more tips for writing PyQGIS scripts. These slides will be available on Slack for everyone to view. And thank you all for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me by email or on Slack. Thank you again, and I hope you all have a great time at NACIS.